The book we're working on is a separate piece by John Knowles. It's about a young boy named Gene Forrester. The book starts off where it ends. It starts off with him coming back to the school, saying how his memories there were good, and some of them bad. He talks about how life and love and stuff like that does not endure, and that leads us to believe that there's something else that's going to happen. Gene returns to his old school in New Hampshire. The school's name is Devon. He returns as an older man after coming back from the war. He goes to the old buildings that he used to take classes at, and then he goes across the field to an old tree that he says has a lot of memories and he dares not to climb because of things that happened.
Finney decides to climb the tree, which has scars on it, and it looks like a broken scar. Gene tries to help Finney, but Finney somehow falls. He breaks his leg, and he goes to the hospital. Gene wants to know what happened to Finney, but the doctors won't tell. The next day, Finney comes back with a brace on his leg, and it's his left leg. Gene feels guilty for what happened, and he feels like feels like it was his fault. But Gene feels something inside him that he feels like he's Finney. And this is a very bad thing. And I believe it will become the death of him. That's what I believe. And Finney doesn't know anything yet. And this will become the outcast of Finney. Welcome to the Separate Piece Talk Show. And I'm your host, Jefferson Haslam. I have two gentlemen with me, with pro and con, Riley and Zach. So, Riley, how do you think of this book, Separate Piece?
I think the book, A Separate Piece, kind of shows the bonding and friendship of two friends and how it relates to World War II and everything that's going on during that time.
Good. How about you, my young friend, Zach?
Well, I think the book is kind of whack, because two friends, after one got pushed off a tree, their relationship kind of got messed up after, and it's been downhill ever since that.
Thank you. We're going to answer some questions. Would you think the friendship after the tree, after the broken leg, would last?
I didn't think the friendship between Gene and Finney would really last because there was conspiracies that Gene had pushed Finney out of the tree, but Finney wouldn't believe him, and the true facts would come out in the end.
Thank you. How about you, Zach? How do you feel about the friendship between them?
Like I said, ever since that day, it's been downhill for them, and not to mention the rivalry they have between each other. So I don't think they would have lasted anyway.
Thank you. And when he got back from the hospital, when Gene went to the hospital, how did he feel? How did he feel to see Finney in the bed, broken leg? How did he feel?
I think Gene felt pretty bad because it pretty much was his fault that Finney had fallen out of the tree and broke his leg, and now Finney can't play sports, and so his whole life kind of revolved with what happened that day.
Thank you. How about you, Zach? What's your opinion on this?
I agree with Riley right there, but he also felt like there was a part of him that died, that got injured with him.
Okay, and a final question for you two. Do you think this book should be read? Why or why not?
That's a very good question.
I think this book, A Separate Piece, should be read because it shows true friendship and kind of relates back to the kids during World War II and what they were put through.
Okay. And Zach, what is your opinion?
Nah.
Why not?
It sucks.
All right.
Why do you say that?
It sucks because, I don't know, it sucks.
Okay.
That's a very strong word.
Here's our Thanks to the Separate Piece Talk Show. Thank you for tuning in.
Hello. Welcome back to the Separate Piece Show. I'm your host, Jefferson Haslam, and this is my special guest, Nick.
I do.
I have some questions for you today. What are the appeals of this book?
Alright, so the author of the book, John Knowles, based the book sort of after his life and what he went through as essentially as a teenager to young adult. When he was, during his teenage years, he did go to an all-boys school. And after he graduated from that all-boys school, he joined the military. Much like what Gene did after Gene went to all-boys school with Finney, and then after Finney died, he joined the military. So, and then also with this book, people talk about a lot of this book's about to do friendship. Everybody goes through friendship. There's like friendships go good, friendships go bad. They can go either way, and this book very well illustrates how that works. And it's a great book to read. The author did an amazing job of writing. So yeah.
Hear that, folks? This book is wonderful to read, and we heard from Nick, and we will be right back. Thank you. Welcome back to the Separate Peace Show. I'm your host, Jefferson Haslam, and our special guests are Sahela and Marissa. They're going to talk about the literary terms. You guys are up.
Alright, so Sahela, who's the first person of the book?
James Floyd.
Alright. Was there literary conflict in the book?
Yeah, there
What
was
is
man
it?
versus man versus self, and man versus society.
Could you explain those to me?
Man versus man, there was when Gene and Finney argued to each other because they were both jealous of each other, because Gene was jealous of how Finney was old and popular, and Finney was jealous of Gene because he was so smart and had good grades. And for man versus self, when Finney fell out of the tree, Gene blamed herself for it because now Finney can't play any sports. And for man versus society, Gene, after Finney fell out of the tree and broke his leg, and Gene came out and told how he was the one that put Finney out, and the people stopped talking to Gene a lot less.
Yeah. Alright, how do Finney and Gene talk in the book?
Finney, when he talks like he's like the biggest jock, like he's really popular. And then when Gene is by himself, he acts normal, but when he's around Finney, he talks like a whole different person.
And how does this book relate to real life?
Well, in the book, I know they were going to war in the end of the book, and now, today to this world, Marine, Army, and parents are afraid to let their children or child to go to war, and I'm pretty sure that, the Army and everybody else are happy to protect the country, but are scared to go. So, yeah.
Alright, you heard it here.
Thanks for watching. And I'm your host, Jefferson Haslam, and have a lovely night.